Rock and Roll Geek Show 759.
Still rocking after all these years.
This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
This is it, the show that started it all. Often imitated, but never equal. From San Francisco, USA, online since 2004. It's the one and only Rock and Roll Geek Show. With the original rock and roll geek, Michael Butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Tuesday, February 17th, 2017, when I'm recording the show, and it is 5:57 p.m. And in the little studio here with me is my old friend and former bandmate, Casey Crenshaw. How you doing, Casey?
I'm super great. How you doing, Michael Butler?
I'm fantastic.
Good. So do you have any examples of being often imitated?
Yes, I do, but I'm not going to mention any names.
We should mention names.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you mention them.
Oh, jeez, probably that Adam Curry. He's been known to imitate, right? Who else do we have? Who else imitates the Rock and Roll Geek Show? Probably.
Yeah, Mick Jagger on his podcast. He kind of steals from me a little bit.
He has a podcast?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not going to mention names, all right?
Okay. Very
Because
professional.
I would like to keep friends, and I'll take the high road because I don't listen to any of those podcasts who imitate.
Making enemies
Rock and
is
Roll
good,
Geek
as
Show.
they say.
So Casey is here because he is really excited about this new album from Wyldlife, and he insisted that he come in and do the show with me. I was actually planning on doing a track-by-track either tonight or tomorrow of Black Star Riders, but Casey begged and begged and begged.
I was just calling on
He
repeat
would
till I
not
picked
take
up.
no for an answer. So I said, all right, you can come in and we'll do a track-by-track of the new Wyldlife record.
What a
So
guy, huh? What a guy.
I used to play in Featherwitch with Casey, but
Yeah, I used to play in Featherwitch with Michael Butler.
whatever happened to that band?
You know, you're going to have to confer with the ladies on that one. I do not have an answer for that.
Do they have a new band?
No. You know, we were going to take a little break for the holidays. And
And learn
we were
some
gonna,
new songs?
We were going to learn some new songs. We were going to revamp our stage performance, our production. We were going to come back with a bang, ready to make big dollars in
Instead,
2017.
we took a few months off and did nothing.
Never talked to each other. We still haven't even done our Secret Santa. We do a Secret Santa gift exchange every year.
Who did you pick?
I can't tell you.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They might be listening.
Should I give you the stuff to give to the person I picked? Or?
No, but it sounds like I could guess who you got.
We're never going to have the Secret Santa.
No, I'm trying to get it back together.
Maybe we'll do it for next Christmas.
I've got the no band blues bad. I mean, at least you have the
me
Butlers.
too.
Well, at least you have the Butlers. I got
Well,
nothing.
you have the
I got
Invalids.
no. We did one show and we haven't talked to each other. That was just a one-off thing. We're gonna play again next year in 2018.
Are you going to do another reunion? Well,
We got invited to play the actual Lookout Festival.
if you want to get 20 girls in 30 minutes back together, we can.
I might have to. I'm trying to find a new place to practice in Nevada that's a little closer for everyone, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
what
what's
about
going
Davey Vane's studio? By the way, we saw Vane and Slaughter because Joel, Featherwitch guitar player, plays in Vane. And how about that drummer for...
That guy was amazing. His name is Zoltan.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is awesome.
He also plays with Vince Neil.
Yeah, he's the greatest drummer I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
hands
he's
down.
pretty good.
He's amazing.
I talked about it on the show, and somebody sent me a bunch of videos of him playing.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he has great timing and everything too. But he plays super hard. But I mean, what his thing is, he's like that viral video of the world's greatest drummer going around, where he's just swirling his sticks around. He's playing with his foot. I mean, I guess you've already explained it, but it is, the guy is worth Googling over and over again. He's amazing. And Slaughter was actually surprisingly good.
Although they had a surprisingly shitty sound. I think it was that guitar player's guitar tone, who also plays with Vince Neil.
I think they all play with Vince Neil, except for Mark Slaughter.
Even Dana Strum. So if Vince Neil is coming to your town, go see him just for that drummer. You'll probably be able to get a cheap ticket if it's Vince Neil.
You know, Vince Neil lives here in the Bay Area.
I thought he lived in Vegas.
He lives in Danville. He owns a house in Danville. I read something because he was during the drought. He was like tagged as like a water abuser
Huh.
When they had the drought going last year, it was like he has a home in Danville.
He probably has a house in Danville and Vegas.
Yeah, I'm sure he spends most of his time in Vegas.
Oh, well, good for him.
Yeah, there you go. So maybe he can sing for our cover band.
So this Wyldlife album has. I had their first one. What's it called? Well, I have a bunch.
Well,
of
the
stuff
second
on
one,
there.
the time has come
I actually
to
don't
rock and
have-
roll. This one here, you got that.
I only have Saturday Night. By the
Oh.
way, I played Saturday Night on my show a long time ago, and their manager sent me a donation.
I mean,
to thank me for playing their song.
that song is great, but that album is so fucking good. I was actually nervous that
Well, the time has come.
yeah, the time has come for rock and roll or to rock and roll. That album is solid from start to finish, and I actually was kind of worried that this new record couldn't even live up to it. But I actually, like I was telling you, I pre-ordered it because I was that excited for it. I haven't pre-ordered an album in 20 years, probably. And it didn't come on time, but that's no the problem of the band. I'm going to blame that on Wicked Cool Records.
Wicked Cool Records is their label. Was
That
the
is their
last
label.
one on Wicked Cool Records too?
I don't know. I don't know that much about the band, although I'm thinking they might be the perfect rock and roll band because they got production, but they're garagey. You know, they're like the Exploding Hearts meets D-Gen meets just, I don't know, a little bit of Slade or something.
And that Contraband video is really good.
That song's great. Yeah, that video's awesome.
The video makes the song.
yeah.
They're all dressed as cops, and they're all corrupt cops,
Yeah.
and they're snorting coke and
That-
harassing innocent people on the street. It's really funny.
That's not the best song.
not the
on
best
album,
song.
but it's a good song. It's a killer song. I mean, I just love the band. I think the guy sounds. I think he sings good, and I like his lyrics. I like the song arrangement is just thought out and.
I've
good
had it
stuff.
for about a week now, but I have not listened to it. And I started listening to it today, and I made it through like 5 songs, and I stopped listening. I said I better stop because I want to listen to this thing fresh. I want to get I want to listen to it as somebody who's never heard it before when Casey comes in.
And I forget your point system. I know you have a thing where
Oh,
it's
that's
like, if
right.
you like it, it's 1. If you
That's right.
yeah.
Thank you for reminding me about that. I almost didn't do that.
Do you not do that anymore?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't done it track by track in a while. So the Rock and Roll Geek scoring system, for people who don't know, if I like the song, I give it a +1. I'm going to turn everybody silence their phones.
That's your phone.
Oh. If I like it, I give it a +1. If I don't like it, I give it a 0. And if it's okay, I'll give it a half. And then we tally it up. And in this case, there's 10 songs on the album, so we'll get if I like all the songs, it'd be a 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
If I give them all a half, it'd be 5 out of 10. So Casey's going to give his
And
score.
if you don't like any of it, it's 0 out of 10. There's no-
Exactly.
okay. So you don't lose points if you don't like the song.
There's no negatives.
Okay.
No.
Well,
All right.
I think this album's fantastic. I love this band. I like them to the extent that I've taken the time to write them on Facebook and tell them that I really like their band.
Did they respond back?
They did.
What'd they say? Thanks, man.
Thanks, dude.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Thanks,
All right. You
dude.
say no
You-
problem, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm trying to get them to come out here and play in the city or Oakland or wherever.
You said because they're a little bit in the same vein as the Biters.
Yeah, they're like the Biters is a good sort of comparison. I think that the guy from the Biters, Tuck, whatever his name is, produced it. I was looking at I finally got my record last night, and I didn't actually get to listen to it. But,
Is it a gatefold? What's it?
It is a gatefold. It's a gatefold. It's
Oh shit! I was trying
okay.
to. I was trying to get the. Album
that's
cover.
the cover there, and then so it folds open, and they've got like just handwritten credits on the inside, and they recorded it. And
Wish you'd have brought it.
I didn't even think of that. I
Good
thought you said
thinking.
you had it. I don't
No,
know.
I
thought,
just said I had the MP3s. By the way, thank you to the person who didn't send me that because I would have been wrong, but I really appreciate it.
Yeah. So anyway, I forget what I was talking about.
Produced by Tuck
Produced by Tuck.
from the
Yeah,
Biters.
I think this band blows the Biters away. I like the Biters. I like the early stuff of the Biters. I think the Biters have gotten a little. I mean, maybe they all listen. I don't know.
I
don't-
They probably don't listen.
I don't
but
dislike the Biters, but I think that
you think their last album was a little softer?
I think that I mean I like
Did you ever
that.
hear the rough mixes on the last album?
No, I honestly beyond that after that like hang around Born to Cry, I thought they kind of maybe started getting a little too serious. It happens to bands.
Well, I have rough mixes of this one song called Indigo. The song's called Indigo. Fantastic song. It's a massive hit song. But the guy from Lady Gaga, his guitar player, Lady Gaga's guitar player, supposedly produced it, and they didn't put that song on it. According to somebody I know, somebody went to one of their shows and said they heard some of the new songs on the Rock and Roll Geek Show. And they decided not to release those songs or ever play those songs again because they were leaked on the Rock and Roll Geek Show.
Right. Well, that's too bad for them. Yeah, I think what happened with the Biters is they had a little bit of and I haven't invested that much time in them, but they had like the element of dangerous a little bit to them, like a little bit of recklessness with their music, and then they got a little too slick, and it's fine.
Well, maybe they'll get back to the recklessness.
So this band does a good job of capturing the Wyldlife, does a great job of capturing the recklessness of good-spirited rock and roll while still being controlled chaos.
You ever hear that band Czar?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, somebody said to me that it's like a punk rock version of Czar.
That's
Czar
what
is
about Wyldlife?
Yeah,
okay.
of this album.
Okay.
That it's Czar, that one Czar album, which is produced by Rob Cavallo, it's almost a perfect album. It's like up there with Boston's first album, with production and just massive, super catchy tunes, and it's just a great album. But it's more slick. It's on Hollywood Records. It's like a more
It come out in the early 2000s.
yeah, rock and roll album.
You show me the cover, I might remember it, but
You want to hear a little bit of that? No, I won't
Yeah.
play it. Okay, well,
give me a little teaser before we jump into the Wyldlife.
Let's see if I can find a little bit of
TS or Z?
TSAR. Yeah, here we go. This one here. How about this?
All the fads and all the kicks of a billion years have come to this. I'm the planet of rock and roll, and they're the poppers, they're alright. Got the stoppers on their side. Oh, they're the super size. Hell yeah! All over the USA. Destroyers, destroy all the world. We'll be calling all destroyers, calling all destroyers. Blue and red for boys and girls to feed their head with the taste of the world. The power of this corporation. We're gonna burn this TV station right down. Yeah. All over the USA.
It's like every part of the song is more catchy than the
Yeah,
than
no,
the
I
last.
dig it, and I could totally see the Wyldlife reference to the vocals are very similar. These guys are a little more Cheap Trick
Yeah,
influenced.
exactly.
Killer though, I like it.
I'll let it roll to the end of the song.
All
Yeah, all right. So every song on the record is pretty
Yeah.
much that catchy.
It's funny. Similar artists are the Fags, which just sounds very much like the Fags. But I was just looking at I guess Butler pulled this off of iTunes,
Yeah.
and even the little description up there where you're scanning down, it says. This album was an exciting, hook-filled, modern power pop record that nobody bought.
Nobody
That's
bought
the
it.
description. Well, and it's crazy because I was read that, and it's funny that they say that, but it's true. Like power pop is a tough sale for some reason in America, if not the world. Because I mean that was like a killer, thick production.
Yeah,
and
Rob
awesome
Cavallo
re-
produced it.
Yeah, I mean Rob Cavallo.
And it was on Hollywood Records, so they had a big budget for that record. But the next record after that, Band Girls Money, is pretty good too. It's not as good as that one, but that, like I said, that's almost a perfect record. Anyway,
Right, but with power pop band, there's so many great power pop bands. If you think about it, what has really ever sold or been successful besides maybe Cheap Trick?
Cars, I guess, if you consider them power pop.
they're borderline new wave too. I mean, I love the Cars, but
So anyway, the point being that somebody said that they reminded them of a punk rock version of Czar.
yeah,
So.
that's a good description of that.
All right, so keep that in mind. The record is called Out on Your Block. It's on Wicked Cool Records.
That's Little Steven's label.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Huh, okay. He probably just puts it out. You think he gave him a budget?
I mean, he probably just his investment in the label is probably not much more than just saying like I have a record label.
It's a pretty cool album cover. It's like the streets of New York, and it's got the band on the top floor, and then it's got it's like the streets of New York, and there's like some cops running around, and it's like a cartoon.
Yeah, they seem like a super fun band. They seem like they're just kind of reckless and probably are, I don't know.
Straight out of New York City, Wyldlife's bright and brash rock and roll attitude updates 70s punk, glam, and garage rock for the modern age. After 2 self-released records, the band now steps up, swinging for the fences on their Wicked Cool Records debut, Out on Your Block. A lot of bands start to move in a different direction when the third album comes out around. Maybe these songs sound a little bit bigger. This is the singer talking about this. Maybe these songs sound a little bit bigger, but I think if there's anything that Wyldlife does correctly, it's that we're not looking to change, really, for anybody. These are 10 new songs that we think will continue with the ethos of the band. Try to have a good time for as long as you can in this life because you only go around once.
Yeah, I would agree with them. I mean, I would say that they did a good job of keeping it. It just sounds like a part 2 of the previous album. I don't know.
All right, so there's 10 songs. We're going to do the rock and roll. Yeah, you want
ice
to
cold
down that
Tecate?
one already?
I did. Sorry, I had a dry January. This is my first.
You know, notice I got all these koozies. You can't have too many these koozies,
cannot.
by the way. Yeti knockoff koozies.
No, these are great in the heat
They're great at all times.
as long as they're filled.
Yes. Let me finish mine. We're going to open up a new beer and go into the record called Out on Your Block.
Cheers, my friend.
Hold on a second. Let me screw it on I'm actually drinking it out of a Yeti, but there's no difference.
No difference. Same weight and everything. I have a Yeti, and this feels exactly the same.
Cheers.
Cheers.
First song is called Desperate Times. I do not have the songwriting credits or anything because somebody forgot to bring the vinyl with the liner notes. So,
Yeah, sorry.
so we're going to assume that one of the guys in the band wrote this one.
Yeah, I think someone did.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, vocals. I'm gonna pause it for a second. The vocals on this one, when I first heard this, I was thinking, I hope the whole record's not going to be distorted vocals like
Yeah,
that.
there's a lot of it, but it's not.
Because
Yeah.
when you have the song, the vocals sound like that, it can almost come across as an overly attempt to sound garage rock.
Yeah, I think this song is just sort of like this is, if I would say, probably maybe the weakest song.
Well, I'm not
on
saying
them.
it's a bad song. I'm just saying that my point.
No,
my opinion
I
about it.
agree with you. I think that's exactly what they're doing is trying to make a garage
They're trying-
rock song. It's just it's a minute 39 as you see it.
So they're setting the pace as, hey, we're a garage rock. We're keeping our roots. I
Right,
guess.
right.
Okay. I like it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Black Halos, this song.
Yeah, this one, like I said, if I was to score this one, I would give it.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Wait till- so, we don't have to listen to the whole thing, but it's only a minute and a half. So listen. I think the singer's got tons of attitude.
He's got great attitude.
All right,
So,
there you go.
Yeah, my opinion, like it's a fine song. I get what they're doing. It's like the intro to the album, but it's not, especially comparing it to the previous album.
So you give it a half?
I would
or-
give it a half. Yeah, I would give it
Gives
a half. I would give that one a half.
All right, I'm going to give it a half too. So we're not. giving
It's not like if it was an album full of those songs, it would just be like, it's just an okay album. I say around track 3 is
Well,
when it
hold
starts
on, we haven't
going.
got there. All right, next song is called "Teenage Heart."
Yeah, this is a good song.
All right.
Suppose I'll never learn my lesson.
All right. Right there, it's immediately
You got your
catchy,
poppier vocals.
immediately catchy, and it's a little bit like maybe Buzzcocky a little bit.
Suppose I'll never learn my lesson. Should have shaken off my adolescence by now, but I don't know how or when. You got to be so attractive, but now you're holding my emotions captive. Round and round we go again. I hear the record, I recognize your face. For the record, you put me back in the place. My head's in high school, you threw me back to the start. And I'm a little bit older, but I still got a teenage heart. I got a teenage
Reminds me a little bit of maybe an Elvis Costello tune.
I got a teenage heart. I got a. So how you been? Am I being too nosy? You know how to make a guy feel lonely, but you were my plus one right then. I heard you're living right around the way. Are you still listening to Nuclear Days? Round and round we go again.
Is Nuclear Days one of their albums?
I don't think so.
Oh, Nuclear Days.
I hear the record, I recognize your face. Well, for the record, you put me back in my place, yeah. My years in high school, you threw me back to the start. And I'm a little bit older, but I still got a teenage heart. I got a teenage heart.
I like this one.
Yeah, I like this one. I think it's a good follow-up for the intro song. Again, I would probably score.
You give it a half?
I would give this one personally a half, just because it's either half or one or nothing. You know what I mean? So there's so many songs that are really I super dig.
I like the breakdown. I'm a fan of the breakdowns after the solo.
Yeah.
And every time I'm reaching the refrain, I can't help myself. I see your face
Adam
again.
Beckvar,
Every time I'm
likes the
reaching
band.
the refrain, I can't help
Adam
myself.
X.
I see your face again. Every time I'm reaching
Oh,
that
the guy you replaced.
help myself.
Oh,
Round and round we go again. 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 Round and round we go. And I'm a little bit older, but I still got a teenage heart.
all right. So you give it a half.
Yeah, it's a good song. I mean, I just because I'm limited to either half or one, I feel like it would lessen the ones.
Oh, I'm looking on their Facebook page, and somebody posted, I just heard Teenage Heart on Little Steven's Underground Garage. Sounds a little bit like old Elvis Costello.
Yeah, you said that and then there it is right there.
Exactly. And I did not read that before I said
You
that
did
either.
not. I know. Tom Bloomfield, he likes it.
The Blumenfield, my
Blumenfield.
buddy Tom.
Yeah, so
All right, so I give it a 1. I'm giving it. It could go a half. It's a good song. It's not great, but I'm going to give it a +1 anyway.
Right. So what do you give it? You need a scoring system. So if you think a song is great, you got to give it a 2 or something.
I call that one a big +1.
Oh, you do have there's a big +1. Okay. Well, good. Well,
I usually, if it's a really good song, and if there's another one that's borderline on a 0 or a half, I'll up the score of that one based on the previous song.
okay. So you can give it. So if you like the next song, you give it a big +1.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, and as to what you said, I don't feel like I replaced Adam. As more, I filled his void as he quit for.
He's not listening. Don't worry.
Okay. Well,
All right.
I did fill his void. I like Adam actually.
Yeah. Adam's good.
He's a good guitar player, much better than me.
No.
But that ain't saying much. I hear he's
Go
good.
ahead. I'm gonna let you.
I hear he's good at bass too. So
I'm gonna let you twist. Go ahead.
no, I'm done. That's it. Love you, Adam. Keepsakes, song 3.
Nothing else to say about Adam?
No, I got nothing to say about Adam.
Okay. All right. Next song is called Keepsakes.
This one's got clever lyrics. I like this one.
I like that chorus.
I love this song.
Because it's got ba da 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 na na. Those are always catchy.
You can't go wrong with an uplifting chorus. You know.
I'm guessing it's like an A and an E or a G and a D or something like that.
Pull down your old hollow body there and play along with it.
Well, I'll let you play along with it since you're the guitar player.
What's the odds of that thing being in tune?
Probably very slim, but it doesn't matter. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it's an F.
Look at you. I don't even know the song that well.
So it's an F, a C, and a G. Or it's probably not. It probably doesn't go to a G because they do the starts to sound like a common progression, but then they change, I think, on the third one. So back it up a little bit. Let me plug you in.
Okay, let me
Plug in, dude. Here, dude, plug it in,
What
man.
does it plug into?
Plug it in. Dealing with a professional system here, man.
What are we plugged in? Oh, look at you.
Go, man, go.
Look
at you.
This headphone issue here.
All right, we're gonna hear how good Case.
If I can butcher
All right,
this
Adam Beckvar.
I didn't hear. I have to hear the song. Sorry.
All right.
Your keepsakes.
Oh, maybe it's
It's probably,
okay.
They're probably half.
Yeah, they probably tuned down a half a step.
That's all you left to
Okay, so they go up. Yeah, so they go up. Okay.
me with keepsakes. Your keepsakes. It's just a lost cause.
There you go.
Reasonable doubt, yeah, you were missing.
Go ahead, keep playing.
With your keepsakes. Your keepsakes.
All right. Here we go. With Casey Crenshaw for you.
Bobby pins, some straight hairs. Tell me where you've been. You got to tell me just where you
And it's got the
Yeah, I love that.
why it could.
and I'm always a sucker for the melodic little one note melodic thing over the verses.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right up your alley.
Some little baggies who took the drugs. Your lipstick stains on my coffee mugs, and what's more, this coffee's still warm.
I like that line.
Is it some kind of joke or something?
You hear that one?
What happened?
I paused it.
Okay.
I like that line there.
It's putting the guitar.
Oh yeah,
back.
you didn't get to hear the line. Rewind that one.
okay.
It's lipstick stains on your coffee mug, and what's more.
Mugs and
What does he say?
your lipstick stains on the coffee mug, and what's more, the coffee's still warm. Your keepsakes.
What's more, this cup is still warm.
Oh, back it up.
Baggies, who took the drugs? Your lipstick stains on my coffee mugs. And what's more, this cup is still warm.
Yeah, the good phrasing.
Yeah.
Is it some kind of joke or something that I provoked? I'm still looking for hope. All I got are your keepsakes.
Yeah, great chorus.
That's all you left to me. Were your keepsakes? Your keepsakes.
You left, bitch, but all you left me was your keepsakes.
A reasonable day, you a mystery that I couldn't figure out with your keepsakes. Your keepsakes. Oh, that was all you left to me. Were your keepsakes?
Or maybe she died.
I think she left him.
Then it builds up to a chaotic crescendo. I like that one. That's what's called a big +1.
That's a definite one for me. I'll give it a big +1.
All right.
I feel like this is when the album really starts getting killer.
All right, next song.
You're gonna love this song.
I actually played this song on last night's Mad at Dad to close the show.
Oh, okay.
So I've heard this song. It's called It's called Deadbeat, but the chorus he goes DEADBEAT Deadbeat.
You can't
That's
go
the
wrong
hook.
with the spelling chorus.
Yes, exactly.
Hip
Well,
hoppers
I
did
wanna
it.
work hard and I can't pay rent. I could straighten it
Immediately hooked.
day job, but I just couldn't hack it. And I find getting busy, killing time, hanging at my mom's drinking Bud Light Lime. She's sure I'm a slob, living in a leather jacket. You're either falling in line or you follow your heart. You're either living your life or you're falling apart. Settle down and mess around with me. I'm a D-E-A-T-B-E-A-T deadbeat. I'm a D-E-A-T-B-E-A-T deadbeat. No hope, no life, that's the way to be. Passed out on your couch looking for some company. I'm a deadbeat, baby. You can be a deadbeat too. I don't wanna have a dream 'cause I get let down. Oh, mess the whole thing up anyhow. Anyway, I'm on to something easier.
I like a breakdown with just the bass.
I was just thinking the same thing. Yeah.
I'm more like a mediocre meteor.
I like that line. I'm a mediocre meteor.
That's right, you're either falling in line or you follow your heart. You're either living your life or you're falling apart. Settle down and mess around with me. I'm just a D-E-A-T-B.
And when it stops before a big chorus, that's always a winner too.
And you go in a double time on the chorus.
exactly.
You gotta love that.
deadbeat. I'm a D-E-A-T-B-E-A-T deadbeat. No hope, no life, it's the way to be. Passed out on your couch looking for some company. I'm a deadbeat, baby, and you can be a deadbeat too. D-E-A-T-B-E-A-T deadbeat.
Another breakdown. Can't go wrong.
D-E-A-T-B-E-A-T deadbeat. I'm a D-E-A-T-B-E-A-T deadbeat. I'm a D-E-A-T-B-E-A-T deadbeat. I'm a D-E-A-T-B-E-A-T deadbeat. I'm a D-E-A-T-B-E-A-T deadbeat. No hope, no life.
All right, I'm giving that one a +1.
Yeah, I give that one a big +1.
Big
That song
+1.
is, I mean, that's a great punk rock song. That's a little beyond punk rock. You
That's
know what I
one
mean?
that
It's a more thought out punk rock, but it's got that spirit still. So
That's
it's,
one that you get the audience spelling it out.
Oh yeah. That's I can only imagine that's a crowd pleaser.
All right, next song is called Bandita.
Oh, love this one. It's
Okay.
probably the crown jewel. Of
I
the
heard
album.
it up to here, and I heard Contraband only because I saw the video. So
Right.
after this, I've never heard it before.
Okay.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately grabs me because it's got the melodic guitar over the riff. Did you fart?
No, I was thinking you farted. I was asking if you got it. It might be one of your dogs.
The dogs crap. I got all these puppies, man. I think
Yeah,
they're
I
not a
walked
crap.
in the house and there must be 7 dogs.
It's 5. But I think
But I think one of them did just shit. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was actually just about to ask you if you farted. I was going to try to
I think they
get
might
you
have
off
crapped
mic.
in
but-
the hallway there. Fucking dogs.
You want me to close this?
I guess. Yeah, that's great.
This song's excellent.
This is a nice ballady one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a song you write for your girlfriend, and this one gets you laid. Yeah, that's great.
Here's the chorus.
I can't go wrong with yeah.
It's like Darkness guitar riff in
Yeah.
this part too.
I could hear the Darkness playing, having this as a song.
Totally.
I could even hear Lady Gaga having this as a song.
I don't know the Gaga that well, but
I don't need. I just any pop star. I could imagine any pop star having
Yeah.
this as a song.
this song's smart too because it essentially has 2 choruses. You know.
This is the first one.
Yeah. Maybe that's
Part
a pre-chorus,
two.
but
I like that.
yeah,
Yeah, this is a great tune.
yeah,
It's my favorite one so far.
yeah.
It's got the breakdown, the building drums, breakdown.
Good solo too.
That's a Darkness type solo.
Totally. And then ending on the weird note there.
Yes, that is a great tune.
That song's fantastic. That's a huge plus
That's
one
a big
for me.
plus one. So if the next song sucks, they get a little bit of a break because of the previous song.
Well, the next song is their big single, so, which is a great song. But yeah, you see, I love that. I think that singer has just got something going for him.
He's got a
He looks cool. You know, he's confident.
He's
exactly.
got a confidence and
Yeah, he's
swagger
doing all that.
about it.
All that like sort of seasoning.
He's got a
in there.
swagger in his voice.
Yeah, so he's just like he kind of knows. He's
Like
the
he
shit.
seems fearless.
Yeah, and he's not.
He's
like
not
some
worried
amazing-
about somebody. Yeah, he's not an amazing singer, but he's got tons
got
of
the-
attitude,
yeah.
and his voice says, "I'm rock and roll, motherfucker," and if you don't like it,
Exactly.
you don't know what you're
Go
talking
fuck
about.
yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He is what a rock and roll singer should be like, or punk rock singer should be like.
Yeah, and he's the perfect combination of a good rock and roll singer and a good punk rock singer. He looks like Sid Vicious. I mean, you look at that picture of him right there.
Yeah.
And it's too bad there's not more singers like that.
He's a little bit like Lance used to be in American Heartbreak, when American Heartbreak was good. Before American Heartbreak did their last album and got all wanted to be Bon Jovi. Remember that guy who got really bummed out and almost quit the band because the band was going a little bit too much Goo Goo Dolly?
Which guy was that? Was that you?
I don't remember, but one guy in the band I remember was trying to keep the integrity of the band and wanted Lance to sing like he used to sing. I don't remember who that guy was.
Was it the guy that used to go, bubble gum, bubble gums? That was it.
All right, next song is called. All right, so where are we now? We have 5 songs. We're halfway through. So Casey is at 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5. I'm 4.5 out of 5. Next song is called Contraband.
So this is the single,
This is the
this is the
video
video
and the single.
Yeah.
If you can call it a single, it was the first thing they released from the album.
And this song's actually pretty killer. Like after hearing that song, it has an awesome like. This is where they kind of throw their '70s biters influence on them a little bit. They've got little moments of sort of Slatey, big, or what am I looking for? Badfinger.
All right, I've already played this on the Rock and Roll Geek Show before, but we will hear it again. That's a little Dead Boys right there.
Yeah.
I feel like a cigarette. I'm lit up like a cigarette. 'Cause my head's on fire, but you're soaking wet. So let's spell ourselves till there's nothing left. And I feel like nicotine.
I don't know. When Casey's in here, this room starts feeling like a fucking sauna, man.
Upstream, you just can't quit. You're a goddamn fiend. Can I manage to get myself off when everybody seems to be on talk? And I can't get started till I can't seem to stop. Contraband, I just can't get enough.
And in the video, he's playing this part with the beater stick,
Yeah,
the bully stick.
I feel like strychnine.
All right, now what do you give this one?
I give this one a 1. I like that they kind of made this their release song because I think it's a good example of what they sound like, what they could sound like, and what they do sound like. I think that while Bandita is probably the best song on the album, it's poppy, so it could pigeonhole them easily. I think this is a good representation of what the band is about.
I'll give this one a +1 too. All
Yeah.
right, +1 also.
Okay.
All right. Next song is called Suburban Fever. Now, I've never heard this, so. A little bit of Undercover of the Night, Stones.
Yeah, I like this tune. It's just a different. It changes the pace of the album a little bit. So I think this is a good album, which is what's great about it. You know what I mean? They don't make too many. You don't find bands that make good albums anymore.
Something is going on, something is going wrong. Don't think I'll last for long. Too many red lights, too many dead nights.
Very much undercover, not even the snare rolls. I like that. What do you give this one?
I give that one. I wish I could give it a 3/4 because I like that song. I like that song for the sake of the album. I like that it's a little bit different musically. I totally dig the guitars in it.
Guest appearance.
So I don't know if 3/4 is eligible because I get it's not the best song on the album. I could see how it could be misconstrued as a filler. But
Give it a half
I like
or
it.
a 1.
I'll give it a 1.
All right,
I
gives
like
it a 1.
I
I'm giving it a half.
Okay.
It's okay. It's a decent song. It's so
like
far
it
it's
that
my
it's a little
least
different.
favorite on the album so far.
Okay.
But it's decent enough. Our next song is called 120 Minutes. I like that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That is I was going to say it sounds like
Sound like the Dead Boys right there, too.
Yes.
Sonic Reducer. But
yes, exactly. Started over. But I only heard one note, so it could change. Yeah, it changed.
See, this is what the biters should sound like. That's what they used to sound like.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Well, sometimes when everybody tells the band or the main songwriter how great and talented that they are,
It kind of gets away from.
they might start getting a little bit different of a feeling about what they're doing, and
Yeah, because everyone was praising his
songwriting
yeah.
abilities.
I mean, you.
And he might think of himself as a little bit more of a Mozart type, and
Right, you're a great rock and roll singer. You're a great rock and roll songwriter. Who gets like having an element.
you're a
of,
genius.
right, having an element of sort of just that kind of Chuck Berry-esque garage type of. I mean, that's what makes a killer rock and roll song, in my opinion.
Yes. So lesson learned, kids
Yeah, we don't need
or old men.
guitar harmonies are killer, but we don't need a whole album's worth of unless
You
you're
can-
Thin Lizzy.
Well, you can be a great songwriter. Just don't let it get to your head.
Yeah,
All right. Keep your
Simple.
feet on the ground.
there you go.
Sleeping with your fingers crossed, getting nightmares just because dreaming it just seems to.
And by the way, that goes for podcasters too. All right.
Like you're running out of gas, all your best days have run past. They say good things to those who wait, but what do they know anyway? We got 120 minutes, come on, let's go and get it. Honey, I'm
catchy chorus. That's a very common chord progression. It's also, doesn't somebody wanna be wanted like me? You ever heard that?
I don't know that one.
Partridge Family.
Oh, okay.
I like the breakdown.
Nobody's gonna let us come get us. I'm serving time for these darker days for way too long. Give me something to make it shine. If you want to, 'cause I want to, lay it down on the line. I said, lay it down on the line.
What do you give that?
That's an easy one. I like that song.
You give it a +1. I think it's an extremely well-written tune, so I'm going to give that one a 1 as well.
Yeah.
All right. Next song is 2 more songs here. This one is called Cuffed. Cuffed, like you're handcuffed, motherfucker. Or could mean finger cuffed, like a girl getting...
A Chinese finger trap.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
That's probably what they mean.
A black widow was my mama and my daddy was a prince. Do you know me? I lost a sister in the womb and I ain't seen her since. So do you know me?
I like that.
Yeah, I like this song a lot.
Madman, old as time, and he showed me. He showed me everything I want, how to make it mine. Do you know me? I think you know me.
Yeah, the singer makes these songs.
My wrist. So if you give me a second, I could blow you a kiss. You got no use for a savior.
It's not even his voice that makes the songs. It's his it's his phrasing and his lyrics.
Yeah, he's got great lyrics.
The man and the evil in supply. Use no wrestler. I am the man you never saw. I'm the man you never saw. And the feeling you get when you step to the edge. Do you know me?
This reminds me a little bit of Degeneration.
Totally.
And the rope round your neck. Do you know me? And I'm the
I like that.
from the revelations, the
No, that's DAD a little bit.
Kind of White Wedding a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're right.
Case cuffed to my wrist. So if you give me a second, I could blow you a kiss. You got no use for a savior. Make no mistake, I make no favors. I'm the needle in your eye. I'm the damned in a man and the evil in supply. I use no man's law. I am the man you never saw. I'm the man you never saw.
Extremely over-modulated guitar solo, which I kind of like.
Got a suitcase cuffed to my wrist. So if you give me a second, I could blow you a kiss. You got no use for a savior. Make no mistake, I make no favors. I'm the needle in your eye. I'm the damned in a man and the evil in supply. I use no man's law. I am the man you never saw. I'm the man you never saw. I'm the man you never saw.
All right, what do you give that one?
I give that one a 1 easily. That song's awesome.
Yeah, I like it. That's one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah, I give that
So-
a +1, or for you, or what do you call it? A big one.
You give that one a big plus one?
big plus one.
So far, you are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 9. And I'm at also 8 out of 9. So we're both tied up here.
That's a good album.
Last song on the album, Get Loud. Now that is super poppy as hell,
It's
but
like almost Gary Glitter, huh?
yes, but the overmodulated guitar gives it the punk rock credibility.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's playing through to get it to sound like that.
Just-
Sounds like he might be using one of those little Marlboro amps. You ever see those? They're like amps made out of a cigarette pack.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
I've been 86 with my head kicked in from all places that
I like that.
can't name.
I like the lyrics.
Got the claps.
Flow, but I walk back the mall just to do it all over again. Beneath the streetlights, I wonder why I'm always chasing abuse. But all I know is nobody got nowhere from following rules. And you don't know where I go.
It changes from the vocals being like overmodulated as well to, and when it gets into this part, sounds cleaner.
Yeah.
Back it up.
From following rules. And you don't know where I go.
Maybe not.
To get to this point here, but I'll be fine in time. Just give me the beat and the beat. 'Cause death is certain, life is certainly not. And I'm out on the corner, I'm out on your block. We can still get together to turn it around, turn it up. So come on and get loud.
right, what do you give this one, Casey?
I give this song a 1. I like this song.
right.
It's only maybe its shortcoming is that it's long. It's the longest song on the album.
It's a good closer.
Yeah.
I will give it a 1 too. So we both gave it a 9 out of 10. So far it's my favorite album of the year. It's an early year so far.
There you go.
All right, well there you go. That wasn't me. Oh, that's. Did you drop a bottle?
I did.
Okay.
No, that's how you prove.
So that's how they, instead of dropping the mic like Lady Gaga did on the Super Bowl, they
kick
dropped
on.
the bottle.
That's how you know they're dangerous. Like
That's
they
right.
like to
They kick
drink.
rocks.
They drink booze.
Exactly. They're drinkers. They're partiers.
That's right.
They made a quality album, I think. So there you go.
I love that album. That's like the type of band I would love to be in.
All right,
if I was
Casey,
in New York. I
Casey
would stalk
Crenshaw,
them.
you would do what?
I would stalk them.
You would ask them if you could be their guitar player.
Yeah, I would show up and
I'm
bring
probably
them.
a little bit old for them.
I probably am a little old for
No, I
them.
said I am. And my hair is way too long.
But you see, you've never. It looks like you've never even really heard the album before this.
No, I have not. I don't have the whole album.
It's fantastic.
I think I actually used to have it, but my iTunes crashed and I lost it.
It is better than that.
Could you
album.
not? You mean Out on Your Block is better than Time Has Come to Rock?
No, The
and
Time
Roll?
Has Come to Rock and Roll is way better than Out on Your Block.
Oh, it is.
And
So-
I love the Out on Your Block.
Oh, so you think this album's not as good as their previous album?
I don't.
Could you-
And I like this. I think this album's great.
Could you not send me that one, please?
I could not.
Okay, I
I could
appreciate
definitely
it.
not do that.
Appreciate it.
And we could possibly not review it next week if you want. That album is excellent.
All right.
It's
Why don't
awesome.
we close out with a song from that album? And Casey, how can we reach you? How can we find more of you?
Oh,
Still doing Please Kill Me Radio?
Nope.
Oh,
I don't even check my Facebook page really. I can't be
good.
reached.
You're better off without Facebook.
You can. I know. That's why I stopped checking. it.
Politics
Facebook
has gotten out of hand on
It's
that
ridiculous.
fucking thing, man.
If you really have something to say to me, you can.
Exactly.
You can tell Michael Butler,
Yeah,
and
and I'll call him.
forward it to me.
I'll text him.
Yeah, he'll say Jasper thinks you're a dick.
All right. Let Wyldlife know you heard about them on the Rock and Roll Geek Show. And let him know, hey, I bought the Wyldlife album because I heard you on the Rock and Roll Geek Show.
That's right.
I'm sure they might appreciate it. They might maybe even donate $5.
Maybe they will. Maybe they'll come out and play for us. Maybe they'll come play in the city and let Featherwitch open for them,
Yeah, maybe. I doubt that, but
or let
at
Featherwitch
least put
close
us
for them.
at least put us on the guest list.
Got to do a guest list at least.
Maybe they'll come into the studio and do an acoustic set.
That would be awesome.
Cram everybody in here. I've had people in here play a band in here acoustic.
You can
before.
fit a 4-piece in here.
All right.
Well, you clean
Casey,
the dog shit up before they come over.
Yeah, and try not to fart and burp and everything else.
Yeah.
All right. Casey, thank you for coming. You got to drive home all the way to Santa Rosa.
Thanks for having me. I do.
All right. We're going to close out with Saturday Night. You can find me at rockandrollgeek.com. Find me on the Facebook R&R Geek. Find me on the Twitter R&R Geek. You can find there's actually a Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page that I did not start, but I do approve people for it. Just look for Rock and Roll Geek Show on the Facebook. Find me on the Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek Don't Ask. Area code 706-621-ROCK. That's area code 706-621-7625. Thank you, everybody, for donating. I will mention your names on the next episode. Without your donations, this show would die a horrible, putrid, stench-filled, like the people who died in, all right, forget it, death. I'm shutting up. Go ahead, Casey.
I got nothing. I'm going to let you dig
All
your
right.
own grave.
Here's something from the previous album, which Casey says is better.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you next time, friends.
Thanks
Next
for
show,
having me.
I'm not going to do a Black Star Riders on the next show. I have a regular Rock and Roll Geek show to do, but after that, I'm probably going to do another Rock and Roll Geek show in a couple of days, and then I'll do the Black Star Riders track by track. I'm about to piss my pants. So I'm going to play this song and get the hell out of here. This song is called Saturday Night.
screaming to the pogo. But why you grew up, I just don't know. Don't wanna know. 1, you do whatever you want. 2, you never think it through. 3, you were free and you rock and roll, and you were out on the streets, you were out of control. 4, you get down on the floor. 5, you never ask why. 6, got your kicks and you felt alright when you were living every day like it was Saturday night. You do whatever you want. 2, you'd never think it through. 3, you were free and you rock and roll. You're out on the streets, you're out of control. 4, you get down on the floor. 5, you never ask why. 6, got your kicks, you felt alright when you were living every day like it was Saturday night. You were living every day like it was Saturday night. Do you remember Saturday nights would last forever? Do you remember Saturday nights would last forever? Do you remember Saturday nights would last?
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.